Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Cancer for the month of December. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't sound like it's your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. Also, although I'm reading for December, you could be feeling these energies whenever you view this video. Sorry about the dog blanket here in the picture, but my two little babies are sleeping right there. Well, one is asleep, the other one's awake. All right. So, let's begin. And if a dog jumps onto the table, I do apologize in advance because he's got one of them just watching me there. Okay. All right. It feels like you're dealing with somebody who has very deep trust issues, who is carrying wounds of the past, wounds that were never healed, so they've been festering. Maybe they've been pushed aside and forgotten, thinking that, oh, you know, I'm fine, but they weren't fine. Okay. Beginning here, we have this card of humanity. So what I know is with this card that somebody made a mistake. Somebody could have made a false judgment, false accusation, and maybe now would like to make it up or to regain what they've lost. They could be wondering, yeah, see, look, the rabbit is there. So, oh yeah, and along with the spider and the milk, yeah. So the milk is that crying over spilt milk. The spider is like waiting, and with the rabbit, they would be waiting and longing, okay, most likely trying to figure out the cost of getting back what they lost, what they would have to do to achieve that, you know. And so it feels like it's possible that something was said or an action was done with the Seven of Swords being here twice, that somebody may have thought that a deception was taking place and that it was planned. But this person would have gotten very upset. They would have gotten very upset and struck quickly and abruptly because it hit a trigger within them having to do with deception and being deceived. I feel like this was a pattern between you two, off again, on again, off again, on again, and for someone, it's possible that there's a third party involved. This is not going to be for everyone. For some of you, the relationship is just, it's unhealthy because of that behavior that's being triggered, okay, by these open wounds, which could go like way back. Somebody became very defensive and maybe jumped the gun because they thought that somebody was just being nice to them to get what they want, or that that person was in effect taking advantage of them, and that, yep, they crossed the line. Okay? With the wolf coming through the boundaries, you see? And they became very defensive and were defending against the attack, or what they considered was an attack against them. So, but this person, like I said, they have a lot of fears. They would have made a quick exit with this knight here. They would have made a quick exit. They had a lot of fears, and I feel that these were accumulated, an accumulation of fears, and triggers, wounds that didn't heal. That for sure, you know, the cards are telling me that that person carried wounds that were covered up. They weren't, in other words, they weren't healed. They were festering. And this could have been going on for quite some time and affected not just your relationship with them, but affected, you know, all of their relationships. And it seems like this is on again, off again. Because here they're saying, you will always be my favorite hello and my hardest goodbye. Like it happens a lot, you know. And it's like, I'm so confused. This person's confused. Or maybe it's you who's confused. I don't know where we go from here. You know, you're always coming and going. Or maybe you feel, or somebody feels, because I mean, this can be your energy, it could be theirs. So somebody is feeling like they're being deceived. Maybe if this is a third party, the person has promised to leave their current situation to be with you, and maybe never do, or it just hasn't happened. Because we see here, you see the appareil lamentum, it's in the reverse, so these are those open wounds. And here is the lovers. But look, there's a third person in the picture, in the background, looking, coveting that connection there. And wanting that for themselves. Maybe you are married and this is a lover who's wanting you. I mean, it can go many different ways. But I feel like it's like a breakup, get back together, breakup. There's a lot of deep feelings here. The moon is here. Something could seem somewhat of a mystery. And that mystery could be, well, am I going to be able to get back what I lost? You know, maybe I made an error in judgment. Something here is in suspension with the moon. The moon also speaks to illusions. It speaks to a need to listen to one's intuition. To rely on one's instinct. Somebody has been or is, since this breakup occurred, somebody's watching. They're putting a band-aid again on the wound, not healing. They may feel that they may want this relationship, but they may feel like it's risky. Or that maybe they took a risk and now they are not healing from it. They took a risk. They were not aware of all of the dangers that surrounded the action of smelling the rose. And now they've taken a fall, because we have it here in the Ten of Swords at the root. So they're in a very dark place, this person. And they're going within, trying to find their answers, trying to clear up the confusion, because clearly this person is confused. And they're saying it right here. Okay. There was some bad news that was delivered. Well, we saw that up here. Now, it could have had to do with a third party, or about or concerning a third party, or a relationship that you know, that there were three people. It had to do with the coin, so it had to do with somebody not actually taking or making a commitment, possibly. They weren't making it because they were just looking at the coin. They didn't hold it, they were looking at it. They were looking at it. So here we're in the Four of Swords. Bad news was delivered. But your person's still there in the Four of Swords, if that's them, okay? I mean, it could be you. They made an accusation, okay, most likely, that put them there. They may not have been careful with their words. Why? Because they were carrying wounds. And this has been a pattern for this person with the devil being here. And they have been struggling with this Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So something came to an end. And this person is sitting stubbornly here in that Four of Swords, wounded, and just putting a band-aid on the wound. They're going to have to do the real work. They're very defensive. We have the Empress here, this card of preparation, this Ten of Cups, and the Judgment. Okay, so the Empress, or not the Empress, the High Priestess is about knowledge. This person could be missing information. This could also be that they're not talking and they're playing their cards close to the chest, to their chest. They're not trusting. They're hurting. They're wounded. But I feel like they're just piling them on top of the others because they're in a very dark place here in this Ten of Swords. There's not even any sun on this card. That's a feeling of, you know, the feeling of, oh, like it's over, you know, I'm done. So one person is feeling like that, and the other person is feeling, one person feels like it's over. The other person realizes that they've made a mistake, that they may have been too harsh or judged too harshly. Now they're looking back to the past here in this 10. Okay, so the boar here on this card is looking at a spilled cup. You see? And he's very unhappy. Although he looks forward or is trying to move forward, his eyes keep sliding to the past. And so that would be this person here, I would feel, okay? Although they're trying to move forward or they're trying to forget something, they can't. Their eye keeps going back. They still want it. There's still a very deep attachment to it. And so if they want to get out of this energy, they're going to need to change their thoughts. Okay, this is, although it is called a holiday, this card, it is actually a holiday away from one's thoughts. Okay, it's a state of being, and emotionally his state of being is not good. So he must change his thoughts. To change your thoughts, you change your reality. And so he also is coming with the this card of preparation, and so this is putting in the work or the effort required. He's preparing for a future event. Future event is with the Judgment. It's righting a wrong. And here's the wrong. Here's the card of humanity. It's what he's been longing to do. Somebody wants to make up for a mistake. Now, it could be the ego or the pride that's holding them there. It could be these old wounds that are festering, that are keeping them there. It could be that they are very defensive. But there is going to be news because it's here. I feel like this is something that is taking time. It's almost like this person has to deal with their own inner demons. But they are going to do the work. Righting a wrong. It's like a feeling. It's like a calling that they have to go back and do this. But what will be the cost? And it could be, the cost could be having to face one's fears. It could be the ego, you know. It could be they got to let their guard down. They got to be maybe more open-minded. It could be they need to forgive for something. And that even could be themselves. Let's check our messages here. Yeah, see, don't judge their choices if you don't understand their reasoning. So things were not as they appeared. Okay, this person judged too quickly because of a wound or open wounds they were carrying. Yeah, see, they had a fixation. They were closed-minded, and this card is saying they need to keep an open mind. The path ahead is not easy. It's going to be bumpy, and your love or their love for you is going to be tested. Whoop, I got a dog coming in. So, hear them out. Try to, because this says, don't judge their choices if you don't understand their reasons. So, try to understand where their action came from. What caused it? What's at the root? What is the root issue? It's important. It's an important message, and your love is going to be tested here. You will need to keep an open mind. Somebody here is confused. You're going to know who's who in this reading, because I'm picking up the energies of two people. Two people. What's going on with two people in their minds, their thoughts, their heart? And somebody here is really hurting. So don't judge their choices if you don't understand their reasons. And somebody here was quick to judge. And maybe realize they made an error. And most definitely want to do the right thing. That is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings.